Hey there, thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel. If you guys enjoyed the content you're about to watch today, please feel free to like, subscribe, drop me a follow, do whatever you guys need to do. I appreciate every single one of you. And if you want to catch me on any other platforms, all the links to everything is in the bio down below. Thank you again for stopping by. Enjoy the video. Show us the goods? Okay. What PCBs are compatible with the Mode80? I'm pretty sure their PCB. I don't know if there's anything else. That'd be a good question for the Mode guys. Ooh, that looks very nice. That is a hot red, dude. Oh man, that is a hot red. Hold on, let's take this out of the way because this case does take up quite the amount of space. Ooh, that is a hot red, my guy. Okay. We're doing an FR4 plate today. They did ask what plate I wanted to do. I was like, what do you got? They told me FR4. And I'm like, send that right on over. So they did. So if you guys remember the old one, which I do not have anymore, but the old one had the PVD aluminum bottom. Now, the old one had some PVD, well, I guess some PVD issues on the inside. You guys remember that? This is not PVD'd. I actually did open this up already, and I was very, very happy with a lot of this stuff in here. The other really nice thing too is it does not come at least I don't think it does come done with these. And they did increase, I believe, the depth of where the feet stay now. So that's going to be really cool too. The FR4, sorry, how does the empty space on the plate fare in comparison to the rest of the board? Empty space? Yep, feet are all new. Perfect. That's awesome. So the reason why this is empty over here, let me quickly just show you. What's a good example like? Okay, let's use the Molly for an example. Let's take off this guy. If I wanted to go in and touch up the stabs of the Molly, I can't. All right? I can't do that. The reason being is because now it's locked into place here. This will allow you to kind of go in if a wire pops. If we're using V2s, that probably won't happen now because that's what they say is not going to happen. But now this should allow you to access the stabs. And honestly, it might even make this feel a bit softer too, because this is going to be essentially plate mounted and not mounted, or sorry, PCB mounted and not mounted on the plate. And I recently did a half plate FMJ and quite liked it. So it's quality of life, yeah. Now, in some cases, you could argue that it might not be as consistent with the rest of the board, but the stabs, it's nice to be able to go in there and change it without having to disassemble the whole board, especially in a solderable case. But let's take a look at the bottom here again. So very, very nice. All right. So we're gonna open this guy here up. So this uses like a latch system, if you guys remember. We're just gonna open this. And let's take a look at the inside. And yeah, you can see way better, way better. There's some anno hook marks, but I mean, not much you could do. This is a prototype. The hook marks are going to be there, but this is way better. Way better. Yeah, nothing that I could see. They did mention with the prototype unit that there was going to be some imperfections, but I literally don't see them on the bottom at all. Pretty nice. This is solid. This is solid. Way better though. This board will be 470, correct? This is that piece of Poron that sits on the bottom, which we'll deal with later. And then this is our PCB. So the PCB is not mounted to anything. You guys remember the PCB is actually just held in place with the foam and the three little legs here. Now I don't think we're going to be using this today because this is FR4. I don't think we're going to need the foam that goes in between this. So let's not use this today. I believe that's what we're gonna do. And we have that FR4 plate. Ooh, I didn't see that. It said mode. Cool. And let's check out the inside here. This is what we approved production, so it should be the same. Yeah. So the anno quality on the first one that I did was completely okay. I think the big issue that we saw on the first one was The two things being the feet, the glue, because of the depth on the bottom. So we'll go back to that just to show you guys one more time. The depth on the bottom. Oh boy, let's grab this. Oh wait, wrong side. This particular part over here, this was too shallow, so the glue would kind of peel. I guess as you wipe down the board, it would just leak, for lack of a better word. But this is now deeper, so that should be fixed. Seep out, yeah, seep out would be the best word possible there. All right. All right, I'm gonna move some of this stuff off to the side, guys. And we are gonna do some stabilizers and get some of this good stuff going. All right, so we did that. We're gonna put the plate back on now. The other really nice thing too, guys, is you don't have to disassemble this. The reset button is right over here. Ooh, go figures the caps are everywhere, but this is GMK Darling. That's pretty. GMK Darling. And caps do fly everywhere. Oh, unfortunately. Let's put this guy on. Let's get our solder right here. And let us start soldering. Okay. So we are done this. Move this off to the side. And let's get this out of here. Okay. Very pretty red. Very pretty red. Very, very pretty red. Okay. Let me grab the daughter board, which is in here. And we got this. All right, little daughter board, come out of here.
Oh, yes,
Okay. Let's take a quick look again. I'm digging the red. I'm digging the red. I am. Out of 10, what would you rate the Mode 80? Dude, I don't know. Sebas, that's tough. I don't really rate keyboards. I don't really have a rating system. These aren't black inks. These are actually Durock 62g. So these are Durock switches. 80 out of 10. There you go. There's the back. I quite like and dig how there's no branding on the bottom. I think the other edition we had the Mode 80 symbol in the middle. Dig this. Pretty clean. Pretty nice. There's the USB cutout. Get a nice close look at that. I don't know if it wants to focus for us. There you go, camera. Dude, I don't know why it's not focusing nicely. Anyways, you guys get the point. It's not focusing. All right, let's put some keycaps on this thing. Okay, so few things. The board feels really good. It does. It truthfully does. It feels really, really good. I was thinking your PC. No, and it didn't blue screen. It does feel good. It's not. There's a little tiny bit of flex. There's not like a crazy amount of flex. I did not put foam in between. I used no middle foam for the FR4 plate. Is there any hollow pinging? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think this is visually really cool too. So that's really cool. It sounds pretty good. I think it sounds pretty good. So I like the typing angle. I said that originally too. This is a lower typing angle. I've always been a big fan of like a laptop style keyboard just because I like the typing angle on those. I work on them all the time too. So I'm pretty happy with this. Yeah, I think this is a pretty, to be honest, like, oh my God, this is what I was doing originally. I was fixing keys that I didn't press down all the way because it's a new set. And this is what happened. I clicked the wrong thing. But I actually quite like it. I think it turned out really good. I think this is a step down from rigid, kind of leaning more towards like you're getting towards the soft, but it's not quite soft like a plateless build or even a more flexible plate and flexible PCB. There's a very, very small, like minuscule amount of flex in this. So you will probably get more of like, again, this is leaning towards more of the rigid typing experience. So if you guys like that, I think you'll like the Mode. I think at this price point, this works better for me. I think this is definitely worth its price point. You know, if this was still towards like the $550 range, I'd say, okay, guys, like maybe definitely think about what you're doing before you spend your money on this. But I think like what $470, this is probably worth a little bit more compared to what it is. You're not going to find like any other metals on this, like brass or anything like that too. So again, take that for what it's worth. But I really, really like this. I think this is honestly, like, I had no issues. The anodizing was great. The inside was way better. No weird marks like the other ones had. I'm not sure if that was from the PVD process, but I know everyone that I spoke to had like some odd marks on the inside of the PVDing. The original PVDing on the aluminum one was also kind of like, you can tell it was like chunky. I wasn't really a big fan of that, so I'm glad that there's definitely some changes here. And let's unplug this for a second. This is a big fix too. The deeper angles for this, or the deeper grooves. So that's good too. That's a very good thing. But yeah, I think this is a better offering. They listen and adjust it to great to see. Yeah, honestly, it's definitely better. I think it's still a concern going forward, but we'll see in the test of time is the 3 screws. Hopefully nothing happens with these. I think this would be the biggest concern that I would have going forward, considering this is only a 3 screw mounting system opposed to something like a 6 screw. Well, you'll have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll see going forward with this. I can't foresee it being a big problem, but you never know. You never know. So other than that, not a bad little offering, you know? Shall we hear it again? I think you guys do want to hear it again. So we shall. Oh, let me pause the music. Yeah, I'm into it. Sounds nice. I like the way it sounds.